In three, two, one, go.
All right, our runners are deafened. I'll roll up the audio on Yom's stream. Actually, I might use cookies again because Yom, I think, has Twitch soundtrack running, so I don't know if I'm cleared for that. All right, so here we are with our deciding match. We've had two matches that were ended in 2 runs, and now we have 2 matches that have ended in a deciding 3 of 3.
Yeah, it looks like the last time Cookie entered Creeper Woods, he was 0.15 seconds ahead, and that's really what called the entire game. So
Absolutely, yeah. You saw that coming. I'm going to give you credit for that because, yeah, that point 15 must have made all the difference.
yeah, it really does. Just changes the RNG on every level. Looks like Yam is I think they both hit the skip this time. None of them fell off the tree, so that's good. They didn't
Yeah,
lose
yeah.
the 7 to 9 seconds it takes jumping off the cliff.
And both of them presumably heading for the vendor again, not wanting to skip it, especially after the vendor really made it for Cookie with that clutch torment quiver. I think they're both going to want to take full advantage of whatever they can get at this stage.
It's been surprising. There's been 3 or 4 runs completed, and almost every single run that wasn't vendor has won, and it's only a 40-second time loss to get vendor most of the time, but we somehow got insanely good luck whenever we didn't run it. So that was really insane.
Sometimes unintentionally, I think, in your
Yeah,
case.
unintentionally, I missed it. I forgot I was in the moment. I
So that is
realized
a
about at the end of the level.
hunter's armor for Cookie there, and Yom running with the wolves right now.
I think last time it was Yam that got the swiftness, and now it's Cookie. Oh, Cookie got another one.
Picking up the axe there as well. Looks like just a level 1, but worth potentially switching to if it's going to be a little bit more powerful heading out of this level.
We usually don't use the axe. It has a lot less range, but the final hit of the axe does a lot of damage. It's really good on Desert Temple if you get surrounded. It looks like they have a very slow seed, but seed doesn't really matter too much because they're doing the exact same one. This is called loop. It loses about 15 seconds, and it was full of creepers this time.
And they've both got little optimizations to help them take the level a little quicker, like being able to roll from sections of the bridge back to the land. And yeah, it's funny to see a lot of runners just taking a nearly identical route through this. The amount of optimizations that have happened in Creeper Woods just to make things incredibly precise when some of these slower seeds do come up.
All right, and it all comes down to the pig again. Let's see if we can get a tasty bone or a boot this time.
Oh, we have a gold chest up there in the top cavity and a hunter's armor there for Cookie. Looks like another better wolf armor for Yom.
I don't think any of them had Swiftfoot on them, if I'm right.
And Yom getting another hunter's armor and a bow for Cookie, it looks like. So neither of them getting boots yet. It's all going to come down to the end of level chest here in Creeper Woods.
Yeah, it's just both runners are at like the exact same time. Cookie has 2 TNT stacks on his head, looking cool.
With a double TNT hat.
He should be able to get 1 free level. He's already so close to leveling up, and I think Yam already has leveled up.
Yeah, not even needing to deal with those Vindicators, just heading straight for the exit. All of the yeah, the enemies getting bunched up around there and the TNT going off. Super satisfying. Cookie
TNT
activating his
explosion.
swift foot and that making him ever so slightly faster.
Oh, he did get Swiftfoot. I'm guessing that's from the pig that he got.
Yeah, he got multiple hunter's armors there, I think.
That's really good. That's even better than the boot he got last time. Let's see if he's gotten Dogbone the last 2 times from...
Yeah, we'll see.
These villages are free from the clasp of the illagers.
So
All
Cookie just...
thanks to you.
Actually, I think he's a little bit behind because of the, not doing the level skip. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Yom skipping the dialogue right there at the end, and coming away about 9 seconds ahead. Yom getting a tasty bone. Cookie with a death cap, and Yom looking to restock the trader for anything good.
I think Cookie was wondering if he wants to get the horn or not, so...
Yom going for a heavy crossbow, making it into Cacti Canyon a little bit faster than Cookie did.
Yeah, both runners took a lot of time just like mulling over their options, seeing what armor they had to pick from. Cookie will be coming out of this level slightly ahead with his death cap and his swiftfoot. Yom just has to... His wolf armor and a tasty bone, so 2 dogs.
Yeah. The wolf pack makes its way through Cacti Canyon, and it's a bit of a reversal this time around. We've got Yom with the pet strats.
So Cookie again has better speed early on, but I think the fighting here is probably a little bit better on Yom's part right now.
Yeah, Cookie taking an early death there as well, just unable to escape some of these Vindicators, getting them trapped in tough spots around the canyons here.
Yom sticking in for quite a long time with 1 HP. He might be able to make it all the way to the next checkpoint without dying. Yeah, really good shots by Yom.
Yeah, playing very conservatively there. Yep, he's made it to the checkpoint, so he'll at least be okay taking a death there, although he will respawn amid this group of enemies again, so he's going to have to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's the exact spot he wanted to die on.
You'll notice this brief yellow aura around the players when they respawn like that. That's just temporary invincibility, so you don't get spawn killed by all of these angry mobs.
You can see Cookie just like pulling ahead massively right now. Swiftfoot is just insanely fast, especially early on and not having a boot.
Yeah, Cookie already triggering these beacons while Yom is still making his way over there.
The beacons like to have a lot of enemies on them this time, not just cows and sheep.
Yeah, there's making up for the round where there was just nothing.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Just cows and sheep on.
Yeah.
On that. It's usually 100 baby zombies and that's it.
It's funny because the game does count cows and sheep among the same, like, not necessarily as hostile mobs, but it will count them in the same groups of mobs that it decides on when it's deciding enchantments, and so on later difficulty levels in this game when there are more chances for enchanted enemies to appear. You actually get enchanted animals. You end up getting enchanted cows and sheep wandering around, which might not seem like a bad thing because they can't really deal any damage to you. They're not hostile. And then you consider that one of the enchantments they can have is Fire Trail. And so what you end up with is a bunch of sheep just leaving fire behind them wherever they walk. And they walk everywhere. So when you're playing through this game casually, even the cows and sheep can end up becoming a bit of an annoyance.
Yeah, the cows and sheep can have gravity and thundering, so they pull you in. And if they're on fire, they can just pull you into their flames the entire time.
Mm-hmm. So Yom picking up an armor that has speed synergy, going for speed synergy strats with the wolf, and just getting a little burst of speed every time he calls it back to him.
Cookie got TNT and he got the ordinary horse to spawn as well. I don't know if Yom did. He might just walk right by it again.
Yeah, looks like Yom very good at avoiding that.
He knows where the invisible animal is.
Once again, keys causing trouble for Cookie. He manages to grab the blue key right off of that mob as he tries to make his way through here. But yeah, had a little bit of a hard time getting it to the gate initially.
Yom walked along the wall to prevent finding the skeletons, but they were against the wall, turns out.
They found him, yeah. All right, Yom now doubling down on pet strats, equipping the tasty wheat for a llama as well, and without the TNT having to fight his way through this ambush, but doing that pretty successfully.
This looks almost identical to the last round, where Cookie has a slightly tough key, but Yom just gains back time right here. Ooh. Oh, Cookie didn't die this time. I think he's literally at 1 HP this time.
Yeah, I think he may have does he have an armor at this point that's giving him some kind of barrier? I couldn't tell what the effect was on there, but no, it looks like
he just missed. He just dodged everything.
Nice. That was pretty well navigated, and planning to just keep everything at range at this stage so he can hopefully heal up and avoid losing time to a death, which he does. Fantastic. Trying to grab that Shadow Brew for a little bit of extra crit damage. And he is already on the ambush.
Yom's open up the orange key at not too far behind Cookie. Obviously, he can still come back. Cookie has 2 speed items, and Yom has 2 pets, so looking to get more pets this run, hopefully.
We're going to see Spelunker armor for a bat. We're going to see a weapon with bees.
Yeah, weapon with bees. He's got the soul buddy 2 times in a row, I think.
yeah, that's could end up with 5 pets.
Yeah, he's gonna have all the pets. Oh, his llama took a death. Well, that's a shame.
You found the ancient desert temple.
Cookie has found the ancient desert temple.
Truths and treasures await you inside.
He left at 10:07, I think. Cookie hasn't been doing the new skips that we found out, the inter-level skips to save the 5 seconds. So maybe can come back just a little bit on that. Ooh,
Yeah, Yom getting some pretty favorable creepers there. Using TNT to take out that last wave. Very clean, okay. And opting to get the luxury vendor once again. Doesn't really lose a huge amount of time. Just gets him down to the exit and does the dialogue skip, looking at 10:31.
Okay, so he's, what, 14 seconds behind? So it's
Roughly,
still
I'd say, yeah.
insanely close then.
Getting a totem of shielding just to up his power level, talking to the merchant, and really not getting great luck from the merchant this time around at all.
Cookie opting to get a heavy crossbow, I think it's called, with accelerate and multi-shot, I think I saw, which is insane to get. Very good.
Yeah, that means starting the level with much less ammunition than you can get on something like a short bow that favors ammo, but you're also going to see it doing a pretty hefty amount of damage.
Yom is actually ahead of Cookie right now because Cookie took a lot of time calculating what he wanted to have to get the weapon.
Yeah, whereas Yom didn't want anything from the vendor, so he just shook his head and moved on.
Yom just has 2 pets right now and a totem of shielding, so he's not too happy with what he got.
No, not so
It
much.
can't get much worse than this.
Cookie opting to dealing with these mobs right at the start of this key room, but the key room itself looks relatively clean. There's not a great deal of stuff spawned in here at all.
Yeah, the key should be easy for both of them then. The pets on Yom's side might just take care of all the enemies. Ooh, he got stuck by a spider though. Yeah, the sheep is not the sheep. The llama is just spitting in your face.
Yeah. that zombie going for Yom there, and I think getting bitten by a wolf or something. Oh, Yom
Yeah.
loses the key, and yep, swiftly regains it, making his way through. Cookie has now picked up a glaive.
I didn't quite see what power level that was.
No, once again we have no obsidian chest on this level, so Yom also picking up a glaive. It's the battle of the glaives now.
Yeah, both runs are within 10 seconds of each other. They might even be on the exact same time. He killed the pig at around 38. Let's see what Yom kills it at.
There it is, right on 38. That's a soul knife for Yom. Same level as the glaive.
Yeah, so they are neck and neck. Cookie's just getting a little bit more speed on the straightaways, but Yom has a lot better fighting gear, having the 2 pets with him and the totem of shielding, and the soul knife as well.
It's probably going to come down to the ambush that's coming up next.
Oh yeah, the ambush. And also what happens in the pig if bossless happens, and
Yeah.
who gets tormented again. But Yom has gotten torment both times, but he hasn't won both times, so it's not just get torment and win.
Yeah, despite it being an insta kill, it is not an instant win for any stretch.
Yeah, you need speed and items in this game. So oh, it's a level 7 soul knife. It does 40 damage, so it's just enough to not be enough.
Cookie taking a death to the ambush there. Losing his TNT, adding fire aspect to the glaive for a whole bunch of extra damage against these husks.
Yom doing great work with his soul knife here. Just cleaving through multiple enemies at a time. Cookie leaving at what is it, 416? I think I saw, and Yom just right behind him. Yeah.
Yep.
Almost the exact same time. Yeah.
They are very, very close right now, and that is to Yom's credit, I think, not having a great deal of like equipment that's going to make him faster at this stage. That it's just you know, battle technique and some slightly superior gear that's getting him through these encounters.
Yeah, clean fights and skill will just take you so far in this game. It's really good. And Cookie got a tournament quiver too. The first tournament quiver besides the first one he got in DT is. He got one at Obsidian Pinnacle last time. And Yom getting the new armor. Maybe it has Swiftfoot on it. I don't know if we checked it. So Cookie is collecting souls so he can kill the boss instantaneously because he doesn't have good items.
And he's probably going to be able to gather a few more off of these skeleton guards as well. Because I don't think he can activate the Torment Quiver yet.
Yeah, he still can't activate it yet. Oh, he equipped the armor to get souls twice as fast. That's what he did.
Now, opting not to go for the insta-kill and just fight it straight up, I guess.
He might get enough souls from these guys. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it might have been faster this way. Or if he would have equipped the armor sooner. Let's see, he might get enough souls from killing these guys.
Meanwhile, Yom has already cleared the boss and is making his way to the exit, so we're definitely seeing Yom coming out ahead of this particular matchup.
Yeah,
just having
the soul knife just helps
faster soul knife, yeah.
Looks like Yom is actually ahead, even though Cookie has the insta-kill weapon. Oh, he got a soul knife too.
And Yom once again going for the dialogue skip.
The
And gets a Torment Quiver. Gets a Torment Quiver from Desert Temple. Okay, the run is starting to swing in Yom's favor.
Cookie really wants a boot right now instead of a second torment to go even faster and just beat Yom at speed.
Yom now selling basically everything he has in his possession, and even going to hunt down one of the other emerald chests, and he's not entirely sure where one is. I think he might have taken some of the ones that are in the camp already, but he really wants the armor the merchant has right now. Going for this one at the back here is a little bit slower because he has to go all the way back to the merchant, but he's got his sights set on that scale mail.
Cookie got another torment instead of getting another boot, and I think he's trying to get another mushroom as well from the vendor.
To be fair, double mushroom strats worked for him last time, so I wonder if he's...
Oh, it's a great strat.
I think Yom has maybe misclicked and gone to a separate level. I think he ended up going to Desert Temple again instead of Redstone Mines or something, but yeah, he returned to camp there and had to reselect the level.
Yeah.
And he activates Swift-footed and he's off.
This is another one of those insanely close runs. It's a 1v1, and they both won one match. The number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed. So it's been like the closest matchup we've had.
These are both great runners, and the game knows how to entertain us. So it's throwing Yom some bad luck, throwing Cookie some good luck, and sometimes vice versa. I think it's really been a lot closer than we expected to, just because of how both of these runners have reacted to the difference in the high block level, and just so many different minute changes in their gear that can mean a difference in strategy as you route this on the fly.
I think the only speed difference right now is Cookie has those death caps, and death caps don't even help you that much, so it's kind of even on every board. Like they both have the insta kill, they both have Swiftfoot, but Cookie just has 2 mushrooms to help him out a little bit more.
Yeah, you see Yom entering this area, and I think as far as timer goes, he is still like a little bit ahead here, because he's a little bit behind on our screens, but the timer on Cookie's screen is maybe 25 seconds ahead of Yom's, so we are potentially looking at Yom in the lead right now.
It looks like both of the runners already have Torment up, so they can already insta-kill the boss whenever they get to it. Yeah, Cookie's already taking good use of that, just getting XP, killing all the mobs in his way. Doesn't even need to worry about souls, he's got so many. Yeah, it looks like Cookie is like 30 seconds behind Yam almost, maybe 20 seconds. Just from loading in differently.
Yom taking a death there, and Cookie taking a death shortly afterwards. Yom just clearing up the rest of these villagers before he moves on to the final objective, which is getting past that boss. We see Cookie entering the arena a little bit earlier, but I think Yom may still have the edge on him in terms of time. Yeah, Yom, I think, about 20 seconds ahead still at this stage, but all they'll need is one roll and a quick shot, and he is clear of the mine.
Under the mountain.
Oh, okay, so we see the bow that Yam is using right now, that also came out in patch 1.5. You can get a better bow version of that. We were kind of like joking that he was going to get that bow, because that one heals per shooting instead of doing more damage, so it's it's a joke. And Yam got it this tournament because he's running the only one running in the 1.5 patch.
Yom restocking the vendor, finding an Evo robe, but not having Swiftfoot on it, so he decides to just head off to Fiery Forge, where Cookie already is.
Yeah, Cookie's making great time with the double death cap. He's going to keep saving time. He has to get souls eventually. Both runners have to get souls to get the tournament to work. Plenty of time to do that, though.
Both of them now running with very similar gear, though. Got a Dynamo Bow, a Torment Quiver, Swiftfoot, and I feel like it is the double death cap that's giving Cookie a slight increase in speed, but we could just see Yom with a few optimized strats here making up as much time.
Well, that TNT's would be massive. You don't have to stop and kill anything. You just gotta blow up 15 mobs that way. Absolutely neck and neck. They both have almost the exact same gear again.
they've certainly made it a very close race every time, and yeah, the game is helping with that for sure. It's all coming down to the wire.
Okay.
Is there really anything else they can pick up at this stage that's gonna put one runner in front of the other? Because I don't think there are many more opportunities for swiftness boots or anything else that's gonna put one significantly ahead.
This stage is the biggest flyover stage. We can get nothing that helps us at all. If like we can get armor that makes us not die, that's good. But like if we're on a good run, we don't need that anyway. So I think Cookie and Yam both have enough armor because they both have damage reduction armor on. They don't really need to kill anything.
I think you think maybe where we're going to see anyone pull ahead is if maybe if Yom gets a like a scatter crossbow that he's going to be able to do the Dynamo Infinite with, or
yeah,
like
the high block halls is going to be what makes the run.
And of course how how difficult the seed is compared to some of the ones we've just seen. It's yeah, potentially going to be a little bit of a tough one.
Yeah, we've probably seen 4 or 5 runs actually just come down to high block halls and what they got. Like, it's just such a breaking point in the run. It's so hard, difficult. It's everything.
Yeah, now we're seeing some of the more scattered placement of these cores as well. We've got one that's just off in a room by itself, a few that are clustered together, and runners having to go basically everywhere and solve this maze to get out of here.
Yeah, you can lose like a minute if compared to getting good seeds right there. Like they can just be in every different corner, way down a hallway. You don't have to go down, or they can just be in one straight line, and that's all. It's a lot.
And then, as we saw, if you get geomancers blocking you into certain areas, all the corridors are pretty tight. There's often not a lot of chance to get through there.
Yeah, it looks like they're both coming up on the boss at like almost the exact same time.
Yeah. Once again, Yom's timer may be 30 seconds ahead of Cookie's here, but it's potentially still all to play for.
Oh, Yom gets Swiftfoot level 2. That's why he's gaining more time over Cookie.
Yeah, there you go. And Yom getting a Hammer of Gravity from the boss and Swift-footing his way to the exit. But Cookie really not that far behind.
Wait, did Yom get a Hammer of Gravity? Cookie got a Hammer of Gravity.
Yeah, there we go. Once again, the game is putting our runners neck and neck. Yom going for the dialogue skip,
forge is
getting it.
destroyed.
Cookie
The war machines
leaving
of
it to
the
play out.
Ages have been smashed.
Yeah, Cookie's probably lost 15, 20 seconds in his runs for not doing these skips. They came out a few days ago. They're kind of precise, so it's harder to do. We're not used to doing them.
Yom getting a scatter crossbow from the vendor before heading off to high block.
Cookie's getting nothing from the vendor, it looks like.
Yep, as far as I can tell, he's just happy with the gear he's got and is just trying to figure out what his best options are. I think he is just slightly underpowered compared to Yom at this stage as well, which could potentially mean he has a harder time on this stage.
Yeah, Yom already has the infinite going. He's got a firework and the torment, so Yom is looking like he's gonna pull ahead right here, especially in the ambush.
Yeah, Cookie added Echo to that Hammer of Gravity, so really looking to capitalize on pulling in all of these large groups of mobs and dealing quick damage to them to get him through these tougher sections.
Especially with his 2 mushrooms, he's just going to be killing everything he can. It's not going to be an issue at all in the final ambush.
Unfortunately, everything that can kill him is going to do that too.
Yeah. Looks like there's a tough hallway coming up at Yom. Enchanted Guards coming up?
Yeah, Yom somehow has picked up a love spell bow from somewhere, but maybe that's going to turn a couple of these guards to...
That's that meme bow that could have been a
Oh,
really
that
good
was
bow.
the meme bow. Yom managing to squeeze through with a Shadow Brew there, really helping, because Cookie's running up against the same enemies and really not having a good time. That Shadow Brew really came in clutch just to dodge around all of those guards instead of having to fight them. We get Key again, and it looks like Yom has dealt with most of the enemies except for the ones that were hiding at the top of those stairs. But yeah, at this point he's on the Infinite Torment. He knows where this is going, so he's not really taking any chances here, getting the key to the door. And we'll see how Cookie fares with the same section. This is still incredibly close, though.
Let's see if the key's on the exact same side as it was beforehand, or if it's different per version again.
Yeah, Cookie definitely taking the time to dispatch all of these. Now, the key is on the same side it was on Yom's, so it does seem to be ever so slightly randomized, I guess.
Who knows? Who knows what it spawns on.
And hopefully he doesn't run into the same issue again with the key falling through the level, but that seems to thankfully be fairly rare. He's made the key to the door.
Oh, yeah,
Yom is currently absolutely wrecking a pig in the sewers and getting Sun's Grace. Well, the meme run is almost complete at this stage.
I think we saw Birdie using that in Obsidian Pinnacle today.
Yes, we sure did, and somehow taking it home.
It's not a bad weapon. It's just, why does it have to heal me whenever I have to take damage to heal them, basically? If Cookie gets a good scatter in the pig, it could still be any way.
Let's see what he gets. Nope, it's a bog standard mace. Once again, this game is dishing out the maces, unfortunately, but yeah, no, Yom is not taking any chances here. He's playing it very safe with that Torment Infinite and managing to keep really good pace through high block because of it.
Yeah, Yom just has like a massive advantage right now. Just you've seen him do the torment a few times, especially in last run. Let's get out of this chest. He gets a feather and an axe. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Yom's luck in this level has just been pretty good all day. Besides the one game over, he's been insanely lucky getting really good scatters. Just making really good time with everything.
Although Cookie has not had nearly as bad of a time as in the previous run, so here is hoping that this race stays real close right down to the finish line. I think Cookie is still just taking a little bit more damage than Yom in these areas, so potentially he's going to have a tougher time against the ambush waves here.
Yeah, not being able to have infinite torment quivers really does make him
Picks
take
up a
lot more
lightning
damage.
harp from the obsidian chest, though, so that is
Wow.
potentially looking like it's going to be in his favor.
Yeah, that is much better than what Yom is using right now. Depending on the enchantments too, it could just be, if it has dynamo, it might be in He just might have the game. Oh, apparently it has Accelerate on it.
Alright, both players now in the throne room. Cookie just starting the ambush. Picking up that scatter crossbow and also going for the infinite strats.
Well, this is just really close.
Yeah, this is... I'm on the edge of my seat a little bit here. We are very, very close. Once again, Yom's timer still maybe 30, 35 seconds ahead of where Cookie is right now.
Ooh, Cookie messed up the infinite glitch, so now he has to just kill some more guys with souls back up.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He does have a firework arrow, though, so he's still able to take care of some of these waves, but... I think more than anything, I just love the sound the lightning heart makes. It's got such a good, like, extra little riff added to each shot.
Oh, he picks up Accelerate now, okay. Just using that bow normally without using any glitches is still insane. It's still like one of the best weapons in the game.
Yeah, especially if you have all arrows hitting the target at once, you can basically use it like a shotgun. It's going to do so much more damage close up.
And Jan leaves at 29:48, it looks like.
Yeah, so
already ahead of Cookie.
We're going to see Cookie leaving maybe a minute behind. Has enough souls for Torment now, so that's back in action.
Depending on how High Block goes, not High Block, Obsidian Pinnacle goes, Cookie might be able to catch up, but it's looking like Jan is going to be moving on to the next round.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing at this point. Yom is battling his way through some of these early enemies, but yeah, once he can get enough souls for that Torment glitch, it's basically all over, I think.
Cookie actually
Cookie
on his
just
last life, almost done.
on his last life, dealing with the last few guards. I can't tell if he's on the last wave or not.
I think there's one more after this one. Or this
Yeah,
might be
that
the last
seems
one if
about
he
right.
Killed all the blue guys.
Yeah, so Cookie looking set to be about 2 minutes behind Yom's time at this point, which is a pretty rough spot to be in at this stage.
Yeah, Yam's looking like he might die right here. He might just play it really safe. I don't know if he knows he's ahead or not.
Yeah, I don't know if he does, but he is, yeah, losing an early life here, but that's potentially not going to be too bad as long as he can get the right skips through the rest of the level, avoid those ambushes.
I don't know if Yam has the weapon of dynamo on it still. He might, so he can still. I think both players can one hit the boss then. Oh, he's got the that one pink bow with it, if I recall. Yam doing an excellent skip to do the ambush. He does it in just 2 jumps, and he's a feather as well.
Yeah, there you go. He's heading into beacons already. Cookie is just finishing up high blocks, so that's actually, I think, maybe 3 minutes behind where Yom was, roughly. 2 minutes 50.
Yeah, the infinite's been rough with Cookie. I think he's messed it up a little bit. It's a hard trick. You have to push 2 buttons like really close after each other to make sure it just keeps going, but...
That's Yom being so consistent with that trick.
Yam is really good at the trick. Yam and Birdie are fantastic at it.
And Yom has he has a whole library of uniques to choose from at this point. He's got all kinds of stuff going on in that inventory.
Yeah, Yam's luck during high block calls has been fantastic.
Yom being very careful to line up the hallway skip, gets it, and just the stairway awaits now.
Oh, Yam trying the new feather skip. Well, it's not new. It's just new to him. So.
All right, getting bullied a little bit by the Royal Guards, but makes it on through this section. And that's the other end of the hallway, not going for the IMEC time loss.
Yeah, jumping down there is just. We used to do that back in the day whenever Obsidian Pinnacle was harder and we needed more arrows a lot of the time, but we don't need that anymore.
Yom doesn't need arrows. He's got other stuff.
Yeah, he's got infinite arrows. Looks like Cookie's finally loaded into the level.
Yeah, Yom is miles ahead at this stage. He's heading for the walkway that leads to the stairs. This is heading to final boss territory. He's going to be a lot happier with his time than he was last time around. Still not the best start out of Creeper Woods, but the stuff he's picked up along the way has certainly made it a lot easier for him this time. Cookie taking a death here on high block, which Yom did earlier, but I think Cookie is just having a harder time with some of these these webs of enchanted enemies. Wow, it looks like there's.
It was not that bad on Yom's screen.
Yeah, those enchanters really finding their targets on Cookie's. And we are looking at Yom. I'm gonna fade out Cookie's audio if I can and fade up Yom's for this final kill. There it is. There it is. And that is, I think, definitely going to call it in favor of Yom. He is ahead on time, and Cookie is nowhere to be seen. Well, that was a fantastic match. Once again, a really close contest.
Oh, okay.
But yes, we have called it. Yom with 34.07 and a fantastic high block and obsidian pinnacle. Well done, Yom, progressing to the next round and heading on to the semi-finals.
Thank you. Cookie man, you had me. I'm sweating, dude.
I was just at the up ambush. I just skipped it. So,
dude, I'm like literally. I'm so proud of you for like putting up this. Like that was incredible, man. You've come so far in like 2 weeks. Like
3 weeks.
3 weeks, dude. That's incredible. Seriously.
Yeah. Okay.
That was awesome stuff. Incredibly competitive last game. That was like we couldn't have called it for either of you until that last run at Obsidian Pinnacle. So that was really, really well done from both of you.
Yeah, you both had Torment leaving DT, and then you both got scatters in high block, so you just had infinite Torment just going on back to back. But then Yom pulled away because I think Cookie messed up the infinite a little bit, and then
I messed
Yom
it up
just
like
hit it
every time.
back to back. Yeah.
Did you have a boot?
No.
Okay, me either. When I got Tasty Bone out of Creeper Woods, I almost started crying. I was about to turn off my computer. Like,
I got a mushroom, so I wasn't the best, but
yeah, your runs were almost identical. You both had Swiftfoot and like Torment all the way into Fiery Forge, and that was the exact same thing as the other one had. Like Cookie had mushrooms, but you had Swift at level 2, so the times were neck and neck until the very end.
Yom had the pet strats this time around, though.
Okay.
we saw the wolf and the llama doing work.
Yeah, that's why I didn't win. I didn't have any pets this time.
I actually used that speed synergy I was talking about. It was like a desperation move that you don't want to use. Oof.
All right. Well, it paid off for you. Made it through, and so congrats once again to Yom and to Birdie for the winning, the very, very close best of 3 matches, taking us through to the semi-finals, which once again is going to be happening on the 6th and 7th of February, the semi-finals, and then probably just on the 7th of February we'll do the final, but we'll see how the timing works out. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out on the stream and watching these fantastic people. Once again, if you do !runners in the chat, you'll get links to everybody who's been participating in this event so far. Go and drop them all a follow if you want to see more awesome Minecraft Dungeon speedruns and cheer them on as they practice for the next stage of the tournament. But that is going to be it from us today. It's been a pleasure streaming for you. We've had a 5-hour stream today. It's been an action-packed one. Hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you guys